Hello, I'm Demian Rio, and I have been waiting to continue this game for so goddamn long, but my brain was in a bit of a mess. I have been getting migraines for so many days in a row, and my job has been kicking me in the nuts, so yeah, I haven't really had the energy to continue playing. But yeah, I'm finally continuing. I put on a fake Sailor Fuku for this game because my actual school uniform, I just cannot put it on. Like I was a bit smaller back in the day when I used to wear school uniforms, so yeah, this is the best I can get. This was ironically meant for like a different cosplay of a different visual novel, so I will be reusing this once I play Euphoria. I cannot wait. So yeah, let's just continue. I legit don't remember where we left off. And also I'm using a different system to record this, so hopefully this is much better, although I've been testing the microphone when I'm using this recording and it's just making such ASMR audio. Like, I don't know, when I use OBS, you can hardly hear my microphone, like you can hardly hear me talk. But with this I'm using Wondershare and you can literally hear me like do every single movement. So I guess I will just use this for ASMR from now on. For some reason this picks up the microphone so cleanly, it's a bit insane. So let's continue. I'll put in my headphone for bigger game immersion and so I don't hear myself. Okay, low game. What was this, where it left off? I think so. Okay. I don't know if you can see the mouse, so we'll see about that. It's still loud. It's really loud. So I can't actually mix the audio. Well, fuck me. I'm going to be deaf this route. Normally someone would make sure to show a transfer student where everything is, but since he's just moved back here, no one suggests it. However, the fact that he moved back here doesn't mean he knows anything about this school. Kind of negligent, isn't it? Of course, he naturally gets no answer after whispering that to himself. Oh my god, you're whispering that to yourself. Bro, I thought I was chuny, but this man... After thinking for a little bit, Kyoji decides to take a look around the school building all on his own. Good for you. He climbs up the stairs to the second floor. He then crosses the connecting corridor to the special school ward. He heads up to its second story. This corridor is where the music classroom and its adjoining instrument storage are, as well as the classrooms for the cultural clubs. God, I wish we had clubs. We didn't have any clubs at our school. Kyoji isn't keen on joining any clubs, but as soon as he walks by the rooms, which all have nameplates bearing the titles of their clubs on them, he stops by one door that has a blank nameplate. He stands there for a moment in front of the door. Does this room belong to one of the clubs, or is it just an empty amused room? He stands in front of the door and thinks. What does he do? Try to go inside? Huh. Wait, how did you save in this game again? Oh yeah, system, okay. S. Yes. Okay, I legit forgot about that. I'll rewrite this. Okay. Does he go into the abandoned room? Huh. If it has no nameplate, it's probably not used, and unused club rooms in every like game or anime, there's either some like terrible stuff happening in there, or it's just abandoned and you'll get haunted forever. So I don't know about any of those two prospects. I mean, one of the girls might be in there. I don't know if it like shows like some horrible violent scene that will make the main character just want to protect whatever girl something's happening in there, or I would go inside. I would. So let's go inside. I'll try to go inside. Oh, I'm scared. It doesn't seem like there's anyone inside, so Kyoji calmly opens the door. Oh! Okay. From the looks of it, this is some kind of storeroom. Okay, so like some astronomy club. Huh. All sorts of materials are piled up all around the room. The place smells somewhat dusty, and the place is so cluttered that the floor is barely visible under the mess. Whoa, look at this. Kyoji picks up an acoustic guitar that's sitting abandoned in one of the corners. Did the music club dump it here, or did one of the graduates leave it here as a farewell gift? When Kyoji tries strumming it, the gentle hum of its strings fills the room. There's probably somebody using this room, Kyoji, and it's probably somebody's property that you just picked up. Needs to be tuned, of course, but with a bit of fiddling it should sound just fine. So it's not being used? He's down on a nearby stool. It should be as good as new with a bit of maintenance. Kyoji can't help but smile. It's like he's discovered some kind of hidden treasure. It's not yours. Why are you touching it? Why are you using it? It's not yours. With no one else around, he should be able to play for a bit without drawing attention to himself. Oh yeah, nobody will notice the guitar playing from a room that seems abandoned. Okay, Kyoji. Between his humming to himself and his rather poor strumming of the guitar, Kyoji fails to hear the approaching footsteps or the sound of the door opening. Oh, hello. May I come in? Misono-san? In his surprise, Kyoji makes the guitar let out a loud dissonant note. I actually kind of expected her to be here. She seems like the game is trying to make her into this lone wolf mysterious girl. But I did read online that her route is not the best to take. Like, you should take other girls' routes first, so, whoops. So it's not her place to hang out, she just went by? I'm sorry, I just heard something, so I figured someone might be in here. I tried to knock, but I guess you didn't hear it. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you at all. What are you doing here, Misono-san? As Kyoji looks at her, bewildered, Kika smiles softly. I'll take one of these out so I can hear myself a bit more, because when I put both of them in, I can just hear like the rustling of the headphones, and it's making me a bit nervous that the microphone, which is now somehow an ASMR microphone, is going to pick up on all of the rustling, so I'm praying it doesn't. I fucking guessed it. She was the mysterious girl using the unnamed room. For fuck's sake, of course. Well, I've been coming to this room for a while now. There, see? The extremely pixelated telescope is just so perfect. Oh god. Kika points towards one of the room's corners where an old telescope has been set up. There, too. She then points to a wall that has a constellation map pinned to it. Next to the map is a box that has another such map stuffed into it. So he's supposed to know you're really into astronomy, or? This used to be the astronomy club's room. I come to this room every now and then, too. Oh. Come to think of it, there are signs of the astronomy club all over the room. Kyoji, sweetheart, fucking hell. But since none of them seem to have been used recently, it seems safe to say that the astronomy club is probably disbanded. But what's this then? Kyoji lifts his guitar, which Kika regards with apprehension. I have no idea. This room seems to be a storeroom too, so I guess it's from the music club? He starts playing it on a whim, but is he allowed to just pick it up and use it? You're now asking. You are now asking after you have already used it. What if this belongs to someone? Kyoji. My goodness. No, Kika, don't encourage him. I don't think there's any reason you can't use it. I mean, it looks old and it's just been sitting here the whole time. Right, maybe some graduate left it here. What? Why would somebody just leave a probably really expensive guitar just at school? Like, am I just so, like, cautious about my stuff that I just don't leave it anywhere? And I'm just like really... It's just like, it's my stuff and I have to take care of it, like... Especially a guitar which is expensive. I would not just like randomly dunk it in a room and leave it. Like, that is so expensive. Holy shit, what? He looks at Kika in surprise, seeing her bring a hand to her lips and chuckle. I mean, you looked so anxious. She's awfully perceptive. He's reminded that Kika was always like that. Oh right, did you have any plans here, Miss Sono-san? In that case, I can leave. Oh no, don't worry about that. I just came here to relax. To relax? He's a little surprised to hear her say that. Saying she needs to come here to relax implies she's stressed out somehow. My dude, who isn't stressed out all the time? Like, especially at school or so, like, I would be surprised if she wasn't. I mean, I guess Keiji isn't stressed because he doesn't have a brain cell rallying his brain. On top of that, he considers how despite school being out, he could choose to come here instead of going home. Oh, school's fit? Oh yeah. Huh. That means she probably has some shit going on at home, which is going to be a very deep story later on. Oh gosh. It's somewhat something of a surprise. Wait, didn't you? I mean, he said he's not that well acquainted with her, so his impression of Kika is that of a privileged girl. She's the daughter of a company president, rich and well educated. Well, you see, Keiji, those mostly have very sad stories of neglect. You can't judge. Kyoji has seen her parents before during parent-teaching meetings. They're handsome, kind-looking people with features that make it clear where Kika inherited her own looks. He does remember seeing her read books all alone during breaks. She isn't being ostracized, but she did only transfer in a few months ago. Maybe she doesn't quite feel at home in this class yet. Much like Kyoji doesn't right now. Kyoji thankfully has people who've known him since years ago, like Shinta and Akane. On top of that, the incident with Sadashima seems to have made everyone more comfortable with him. Even so, he'll no doubt still feel a bit restless in class for a while now. I guess that's what they call a sense of affinity. Kika peers outside before turning her eyes back towards Kyoji. As their eyes meet, she smiles. Say, is it okay if I start coming here too? Shit, did I just unlock her route? Oh, whoops. Of course, do you mind me being here? It was yours in the first place. Of course not. The two of them exchange glances and smile again. Did I accidentally unlock her route? Mother dearest, please save me. I think I just unlocked a route I wasn't supposed to play first. Even though I said, like, at the beginning of the playthrough, like, I really want to go for Kika because she seems up my alley. I've read that you shouldn't go after Kika because basically her route spoils the whole game, so... Oof. But I mean, I do love spoilers, so I guess she is ideal for me then. I swear, schools nowadays are just no good. That night, Yamiko says this in the usual slow tone as she digs into her instant curry. They just compromise and believe in letting sleeping dogs lie. They probably think this will all blow over if they just leave it alone, right? Try telling that to the teachers. Kyoji sadly drops his shoulders as Yamiko waves her spoon in his direction. No, that just sounds like it'd be a drag. That's what we call a waste of time. People like that are just too hard-headed to understand. Adults, huh? Adults, huh? Was this game supposed to be played by children? For them to relate to this? I don't think so. The word crosses Kyoji's mind. Yamiko carries the spoon into her mouth and cocks her head in a way that was vaguely charming. Alright, I wanted to ask you for a little flip. Alright, I wanted to ask you for a little flip. The fuck? What flavor? Alright, I just wanted to ask you for a little favor, Kyo-chan. What? Kyoji already feels his guard rising. He has a bad feeling about this. Are you free tomorrow after school? No, I'm busy. Oh. As Kyoji tries to make his escape, Yamiko purses him by leaning in close. You're busy. Really? Really? What if she just wants to go shopping? Like, come on, man. She's feeding you. Yamiko's expression suddenly changes. Oh, that hontoni was. Ooh. Ooh. You're busy. When you don't go to any club, hardly do any work, or help out around the house. Really? Can you look me in the eye and say that one more time? Yamiko holds Kyoji's face with both hands and peers into his eyes. Fine, fine, just let go. So, what are we gonna do? Well, could you help me with coverage for a story tomorrow after school? A story? Like for a brace? Huh? Is it gonna be about the, like, kidnapped children? That's right. Thrilling, isn't it? Or what? Are you scared? I ain't scared. Don't worry, if you get possessed by something evil, I'll ask a reliable medium to help you. Does she have a friend who's like helping her cleanse the demons? That sounds even more shady. But don't worry, it's nothing that strange. Don't worry about it, just help me out. You'll make me help you whether I want to or not anyways. Did you say something? Yumiko cracks her knuckles again, which made Kyoji shake his head in a hurry. Nothing, I didn't say anything. You mean like... You mean like any clowns? That's good. Alright, Kyo-chan, you should be careful on your way back from school. don't follow any weird men in the streets, okay? Why would I? Where did that come from? Well, there have been a lot of disappearances in the area lately. Ugh. Is she talking about the story Shinta told him? Wasn't it all girls who went missing though? Oh, that's sad. Yeah. The issue with Jirai girls. Yeah. I suppose. But I mean, right on the sticks. It's all little girls who are missing, so maybe they ran away from home because they wanted to see what the big city is like. Yeah, girls who are runaways would not do that. They would take their stuff. But that said, it's kind of strange. They left their bags and stuff behind. I guess. You guess? I always enjoy a good visual novel with a Pied Piper. That would be fun. So people think it's kidnapping, or that those girls got spirited away, or that it's the boogeyman, or the Pied Piper. Those kinds of theories. No way. Kyoji denies it at once. So I'm saying you should be careful, just in case. Hey, don't just ignore me. I said no way, right on cue, didn't I? Then what do you think is going on, Kyoji? Thank you for the meal. Yamiko brings her hands together cheerfully. Thanks for the meal. Now then. After playing the guitar in front of Kika at school, he's motivated to get better as soon as possible. As soon as he returns to his room, he intends to start practicing. Miko's eyes shine as she sees him get up. Are you going to practice the guitar today too? Yeah, what about it? When Miko's eyes sparkle like that, nothing good ever comes out of it. Why are you so hateful towards Yamiko? Literally, oh my god. He has been slandering Yamiko so much, and she's so far just been a really nice person. As Kyoji hesitantly gives her a reply, she smirks at him. She's just so nice, like she's genuinely kind of loving. I was just thinking, is there any way I could record your guitar once? Her request comes from seemingly nowhere. Does she want to record it to keep track of how much progress he's making? Or does she actually like his music? The fuck? I swear I heard like something crash. What the hell? Are you all okay back there? Anyways. Maybe she feels like Kyoji's awkward skills are a diamond in the rough or something. I guess you could, but I mean, there's no point recording me, is there? Stifling his bashfulness, he briskly asks her that, only for Yamiko to shake her head. Oh, not at all. It's just lovely. It's no good if it's not the sound of your guitar. Really? Oh, she's so supportive. I adore her. She's so nice. No one else's music will do. The whole world should be hearing this. No, the whole universe. Come on, you're exaggerating. No, I'm not exaggerating at all. You're a genius, Kyo-chan. Oh, come on, complimenting me won't get you anywhere. I can hardly play any songs besides. I don't care about that one bit. You should just play your guitar your way, Kyo-chan. Really, but keep in mind if you've got any requests that shut the fuck up. Really, but keep in mind if you've got any requests that if it's too hard, I might not be able to play it. If she's going to record him, he should play a good song. What would be the point of recording him practicing basic chords? In that case, he should pick out a good song and start practicing it right away. Oh, she's just like motivating him to learn. Oh, she's so sweet. Just as Kyoji is about to mentally pump his fist, Yumiko shakes her head. No, it's fine even if it's not a song. Huh? Actually, it'd be better if you don't play a song. You're just trying to make him like make a melody on his own, like not learn a melody but make his own, like to be creative. See, look at this. It's this month's issue of Braze. Yumiko. See, here, in the reader's column, they say certain dissonant tones are useful for calling UFMs over. Indeed, there's an article that explains how certain dissonant sounds are somewhat related to the energy emitted by spaceships. Some stuff. Never mind, Yumiko, I had hopes in you. And we're going to verify this for the next volume, so I was hoping you could lend us your help and... Absolutely not! Was it like, zettai ni? With that, Kyoji angrily storms back to his room. Come on! Aww. This is a shift. Despite not being late into autumn, it's quite a chilly night. To hell with the chief and his sexual harassment. Clutching her own arms in an attempt to shield herself from the wind, she walks down the highway adjacent to the park. Her department chief's greasy face fills her mind. Most people would agree that Yaeko is a quiet woman. Both her appearance and her personality are decidedly plain. Whenever she shops for clothes, she's so obsessed with coordinating the colors, she always ends up picking the same dark shades. Unlike her co-worker, Hiromi, she isn't the type to go out drinking with their male colleagues. And when she plucks up the courage to go to a mixer, she only ends up sitting in the corner, hanging her head. She never joins any conversations, leaving her with nothing to do but clean up afterwards. She always helps with the cleaning because she has hoped that someone would see her as bright and earnest. The colors are changing. And yet, this isn't what she wanted to happen. Going all the time made everyone think I'm an exploitable woman instead. At some point, Yaeko's position within the department changed. Now everyone sees her as a woman who'd do anything, and one they can dump any tasks on. Yeah. Serve some tea, make some copies, pick up overtime to clean up someone else's mess. I swear it's getting redder. By forcing those tasks on Yaeko, all her co-workers were able to leave work on time and head out for the night on the town. Is it like her anger? I've got urgent business to attend to today. Could you handle these documents for me? I'll fill in for you next time. That's what Hiromi told her today, her lips shining with gloss. Hiromi probably assumed Yaeko couldn't see how she was sneering at her deep down. I hate Hiromi. And some urgent business that is. She just went out on a date with Sasaki-kun from sales today. Sasaki-kun is kind of handsome, mild-mannered, and quite successful. Yoko is a bit attracted to him, but before she realized it, he was already going out with Hiromi. And while Hiromi is out dating Sasaki, she had to put up with this. Yoko bites her lips. The documents Hiroki made her handle took longer than she expected. She made a lot of little mistakes. As she made her corrections, time flew by. Before she knew it, the only ones left in the office were her and the section chef. Just after 10 in the evening, he tapped her on the shoulder. Ugh. You want this, don't you? She turned around only to find the department manager chiefs bearing his... Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness! The side of his flesh rod, its tip gleaming in the light, burned itself into her eyes. Whoa! She screamed. Or at least she tried to scream, but she was so confused she isn't sure if her voice actually came out. Yeah, I get that. Like, sometimes when you're so shocked, you're just like, what? Like, I have had shit. Well, not like this happen to me, but just people, like, coming up to me, even strangers, just being like, hey, wanna fuck? And I would just look at them like, oh boy, what the fuck? Like, what? It really takes you out. But why would you want to see it? What are you playing dumb for? You've seen a dick before, haven't you? Go on, look some more. He shook his lower half and thrust himself forward. In fact, Hiromi only asked Yaiko to handle the documents after she had already gotten ready to leave for home was a blessing in disguise. Yaiko was able to grab her things on the spot and flee the scene immediately. Just remembering it makes her hands holding her toe back shiver in anger. Looking back at it, that man has always been making lots of comments that bordered on sexual harassment. He'd make jokes that bordered on indecent. It felt like he was always craftily testing the waters, gauging to see just how far he could go, castrate him, kill him, take him out. She's so frustrated. Even a terrible man like him is looking down on her. She bites her lip so hard it hurts. The tears start running before she can help it. Oh no, the music. Constantly mouthing curses at the chef and Hiromi in her heart, Yoko sprints down the dark road. With those kinds of thoughts in mind, it only makes sense for her to be angry, of course. But there's another reason she's running. Yoko is terribly afraid. She can't stop shaking. If she hadn't lost herself to anger earlier, she'd be so afraid she'd be screaming right now. Yoko is gripped by a terrible, inexplicable fear that feels as though it's gorging deep into her flesh. She's so desperate to look away from it that she's willing to let her mind linger on infuriating thoughts of the chef and Hiromi. It's dark around her, yes, but that's no different than any other night. She can't hear anything but her own footsteps. Not a sound. Not me, I can hear the CG just fine, girl. That's the most unnerving thing of it all. You're living in the mountains, girl. It's probably gonna be quiet. Normally, even in a park at night, there will be some kind of noise. Sirens in the distance, perhaps, or dogs barking. The tumult of the shopping district, the faint rustling of the leaves. But tonight, she can't hear anything. It's like the space around her and her alone has been muffled with wads of silk. The wind isn't so much as stirring. The air itself is so silent that it's almost tender. It's like she's in some kind of unknown place, sealed away from the rest of the world. Actually, when you're really angry, you mostly can't hear your surroundings that well, so if it wasn't like a horror visual novel, that'll be it. Damn that pervert chief. Damn him. Yoko quickens her pace, trying to flee from the strange presence surrounding her. If she just goes a little further down the road, the lights of the residential area should come into view. She can feel that her armpits are damp and that her forehead is dripping with cold sweat. She doesn't know, however, that her eyes are bloodshot. Hurry, hurry, just a little longer. Oh, that is fucking scary. Just the one eye. That actually just like made me be a bit like, whoa. Greetings, how do I do his voice? Greetings, young lady. How are you? How do you do? Never mind, the guinea pigs hate that voice. They actually started screaming at me. But I'm sorry. What? Wasn't it supposed to be only young girls? Why aren't they just like targeting any woman? It's kind of confusing, brother. Okay, I'll give myself a little pause to drink water. Yeah, the water, I have this magnesium powder in it, and it just always gives me the shivers, like, oh, there's so much magnesium in it. Ooh. Gosh. Next morning, as Kyoji rubs his groggy eyes, he's very nearly dropped. As Kyoji rubs his groggy eyes, he very nearly drops the slice of toast he just picked up when he sees Yamiko walk through the door. What? Are we supposed to like be rooting for the MILF? Ohio. Gah. Her top half is still acceptable. Her hair is unkempt and messy, and her expression is still sleepy, but he can forgive that much. What? Bro, what? Stop being thirsty. The problem is the lower half. It is borderline criminal. She's just wearing panties, man. Have you literally never been around a female? Like, come on. Jesus Christ. Like... It's not strange to wear your underwear at home. I mostly go just like in my boxes around home, like it's completely normal to just go like that. Fuck, even that she's wearing a shirt is like she's doing more than she should. Wait, your pants, why are you walking around like that? As Kyoji's shouting, Yamiko only sleepily cocks her head. Go get changed already, now! Brush your hair and wash your face too. Are you her parent? Just go sort yourself out. He's about to kick her out of the room when the doorbell suddenly rings. He hasn't even had a chance to eat his toast yet. Damn it, who's here this early in the morning? Coming, can I help you? He raises his voice, almost in desperation, before opening the front door. Oh, she's rehearsing. So, I just need the sign and that's why... Huh? Akane, who has been mumbling to herself, jolts a full 10 centimeters into there when she hears Kyoji's voice. I need your signature as guardian. What the hell is she saying this early in the morning? Kyoji peers at Akane's face. Did you bump your head on the way here or something? No, of course not. What are you saying? It's just, the handouts, right? I got you the handouts. Why would you need a signature if you're just giving him... I mean, I had to. The deputy teacher gave them to me yesterday during home run. So, they said, these need your guardian's signature, so I... Akane's voice gradually tapers off. So you came here all the way just for that? Yeah, I forgot to give it to you yesterday on the way back home, so I figured I had to take responsibility for that. I mean, sure, but why are you so upset about it? Akane turns you and red in the face. Girl, do you have a crush on this wet-ass noodle? Nobody's upset here. Pretty sure everyone I see here is upset. What do you mean? Well, I'm not upset. No, I'm pretty sure you look really upset to me. She doesn't look upset, she looks embarrassed. Just how am I upset? What is this? A comedy routine? Someone mumbles a quip behind Kyoji's back. Yamiko, who had washed her face and changed as Kyoji demanded, steps outside while wiping her face with a towel. I mean Yamiko-ne-chan, good morning. Good morning. What, did you come here to wake Kyo-chan up? No, I got some handouts that require his guardian signature and I forgot to give them to him the other day, so I... Oh, is that right? I was sure you came here. I was sure you came over to wake him up. Aww, that's cute. Well, because back when Kyo-chan was little, you'd always come over to wake him up. Akane looks oddly happy as she nods. Yeah, that's how things were. He keeps sleeping even when I turn the blankets off of him, and he'd go, "I'm still sleepy, Mom." Yes, he did. And there was that one time when he thought you were his mom. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know what to do with myself when he started calling me that. The two of them laugh together while Kyoji simply drops his shoulder. God, why do women always have to hit it off over stuff like this? Could you sign this, Yamiko-san? I'll go get ready for school. Yamiko waves her hand as if to say she heard him, but Kyoji doubts that she's actually listening. She's completely caught up in making fun of Kyoji with Akane. Jeez. Kyoji shrugs and heads back to his room. I mean, they're just handouts. Nothing would happen if they come in a day or two late. Only the Sandman would care, right? I took responsibility for these, so I have to do it. If you don't get those handouts in on time, I'll be the one getting scolded over it. Yeah, I got it, so pipe down. You can see groups of students in their uniforms heading down the road to the school in groups of 2 or 3. It feels like there's more people around than usual, but maybe he's imagining it. Besides, what's so fun about digging up old stories about me? Because you two look like you were having a blast. I mean, put yourselves in my shoes for once. Guys don't like having stuff from when they were kids brought up. Huh? Why not? Yeah, why not? Kyoji, I don't think it's like everyone, it's just you. It's because I always did dumb stuff when I was a kid, obviously. You're still doing stupid shit even as an adult, Kyoji. It has not changed. People will be making fun of you for what you did, like, in a year. And besides, they're not all good memories. What? What was that? It was so fast. Was it Akane? Was it his mom? Was it Yamiko? What the fuck? Nodding. Akane eyes him suspiciously, but he looks away. Did he have like a past with Akane where something bad happened to her? Yeah, okay, he and Akane had something. Maybe that's why he was just so aggressive over, like, Sadashima's comment about them sleeping together. How does Akane feel about what happened back then? She seems to act normally around Kyoji, like nothing happened, but... After a moment's silence, Akane says in a somewhat pouty manner, if it bothers you that much, I won't come over anymore, even if I have to. If I forget to give you the handouts, let the Sandman glare at you. For all I care. Thanks to all the years he had known her, Kyoji knows that Akane only pouts like this when she's serious. He recalls that whenever she gets like this, saying something to cheer her up in a good way to avoid arguments later down the line. Akane has a pretty straightforward personality, but she becomes pretty scary when she's sincerely angry at someone. How do I handle this? Kyoji ponders for a moment before answering. Okay, another save. Akane's route seems to be the best route to take on your first time. So I'll say I don't mind you coming over. It's not like I mind you coming over. For now, he just says that. He feels a bit bashful, but putting up with this now will make things easier to handle down the line. That's all there is to it, really. Telling himself this, Kyoji glares at Akane. But in exchange, no more gossiping about things I did as a kid. Effective immediately. You shouldn't have fun at my expense. I mean, that's fair enough. Ugh. Gosh. It's kinda small around my ass, not gonna lie. Humph. Despite her pouty response, Akane looks slightly happy. Aww, it's cute. They talk about this and that before arriving at school. Akane merrily opens the door to class. Good morning! Morning. But only after he says this does Kyoji realize something. He can walk into class today without overthinking it because he's coming in with Akane. Good morning! Yeah, morning. People call out to him from around the class. Although he briskly responds to their greetings, he marvels at how much it lifts his spirits. Hey, Kyoji, good morning. Shinta approaches him and immediately elbows him, just knocks him out. Ow, what did you do that for? Hey, why did you come to school with Kazuyagi? No reason really. Oh, stop it, you ass, stop poking me. Kyoji retaliates by tickling Shinta under his arms, causing him to let out an exaggerated shout. Please don't make me voice act that. Oh god. Stop it. Don't. What are you two, stupid? Akane tries to give the two of them a disapproving look, but her large brown eyes are full of laughter. Oh, it's brown. I thought she had like red eyes. Oh. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Shinta looks up at Kyoji even as the two of them struggle with each other.
今日はホームルームはなしで1時間目の数学も職員会議で自習だってさ。
I ran into the Sandman earlier. He said that we have no homeroom today. Also, we were supposed to have math today during first period, but there's a staff meeting, so we'll have self-study instead. Did something happen?
さあ、よくわからないんだけど、隣のクラスの斉藤のことに関係あるのかもね。
I don't know, maybe it's just got something to do with Saito from the class next door. What's the kid from another class have to do with this? Hey, I don't know either. Did something happen? Akane leans forward to listen. Aoi is standing behind her.
B 組の斉藤んちの姉ちゃんが昨日行方不明になったらしいんだよな。
Well, you know Saito from Class B, they say her big sister went missing. Missing?
これで3人目。
Yeah, she's the first person to go missing at this point. Shinta holds up 3 fingers as he says this. Wow. People can count, sweetie. You told me about the other 2 the other day when we were talking about the girls going missing. Yeah, that's them. Speaking of, I never finished that story, right? So primary, high school. Now it's like a person probably of middle age. Next is gonna be a grandpa for sure. A grandma, come on. I think the first 2 were a primary schooler and a high schooler, right? They haven't found them yet? Akane asked, knitting her brows. Oh, that makes sense. Nope, they're probably discussing if they need to have us coming to and leaving from school in groups or something. Staying in groups? Come on, we're not primary schoolers. And didn't you say there's a chance they'll run away from home? Yeah, I don't think they have to go that far. Only mumbles in agreement with Kyoji. But there are rumors about people seeing suspicious figures. What kinds of suspicious figures? Scary. I don't know, people just say they've seen some suspicious looking men walking around in the area. Is it like a gang taking up girls? Ooh, I don't know about this. My kid brothers are telling stories about how he's a kidnapper. Kyoji pensively crosses his arms. But, like, we don't know if that weird guy has anything to do with the disappearances, right? A person who's not from here is an even better, like, target, because, yeah, people don't usually search for them so quickly. That if the person lives in this city, seeing a new person who's like not from the city, that's their best person to target. Like that didn't mean anything. Sorry, Kika. Right, wasn't the second girl that went missing not from this town? I heard she came over from the neighboring town to hang out. It's not like we know for sure that something's happening in this town in particular. Kika says this in a clear voice, her bag dangling from her right hand. She places it on her desk before returning to the conversation. But there's the mysterious way the first girl went missing. It doesn't look like a crime or like she ran away from home. Small people are saying evil spirits snatched her away. My camera is right in the way of seeing that word. I mean, she could have been spirited away. If you ask me, it sounds like they just got lost or ran away from home. Not with their stuff not being taken with them. But I mean, it's a great school, and she went missing all weird like that. Oh yeah, you never finished your story yesterday. So, how did it end? Right, I never finished it. So, Shinta's about to resume when suddenly a familiar shrill voice cuts him off. The girls? Yeah. Were they in our class though? Like, they're not from this class. Why did they come here? The kidnapper is so scary, Mew. What if they come after us, Mew? You're cute, Marina-chan, so they'll definitely go after you. At least I'm safe that way. You never know, Mai. Maybe they'll go after you because of how buxom you are, Mew. Oh, that face. I just noticed the face. It looks like a PN emoji. That's right, Mai-chan. You have big boobs. But not me. I'm all skin and bones, so I'll be fine. Mommy mumbles to herself. Oh, they're so nice to each other. Aww. In a way, I do like them. That's not true, Mew. Mami-chan, you're slim and have a nice figure, so you're definitely in danger too, Mew. She's right. Don't let your guard down. But you know, if we're in danger, he'll definitely come to help. Sadashima-sama will save us, Mew. I don't think he will, girls. Sadashima-sama will save us. She did like some at the end. I don't know how to replicate that. Sadashima-sama will save us. Forced to hear their loud exchange, Kyoji and the others exchange tired gazes. It's normal for Aoi to look listless, but even Kika has an exhausted smile. I think they have the wrong idea in more ways than one. Well, I guess that's just their idea of individuality. Ah, come on, Shinta. It's not individuality, it's just gross. Shinta's complaints are cut off by the sound of the door opening. A young teacher, seemingly the deputy teacher, peeks inside, so we're not gonna hear the end of the first kidnapping again. Seriously. You there, weren't you told this is self-study time? Do your assignments. So wonder, like, what the fuck is this dude's ear? Well, these 3 dudes' ears. What's going on? Left without a choice, all of them returned to their seats and started working on the handouts the deputy teacher gave them. But still... Kyoji can't quite shake off his anxiety. Wait, was it the first or second girl that disappeared so strangely? The first, right? The first was a primary school student. And it feels like every time he tries to talk about this with Shinta, someone gets in the way before he can hear all the details. Kyoji should probably ask him about it after class. Yes, please, like, come on. But that said, he can't help but feel wary about asking more directly about this matter. Why? He's never met this person from Class B, but asking about how their family member went missing might seem disrespectful. Yeah, it would be strange. After quickly finishing his handout, Kyoji scoots his chair over to Shinta's.
教授もしかしてもう終わったの
Bye. Huh, Kyoji, you done already? Shinta looks up at him. I'm pretty good at math. At least in something you're good.
そういえば算数も得意だったっけ
Oh, right, you were good at math back then too. And you were bad at it, right. Oh, I remember now, you can never remember the multiplication table past 7.
教室のど真ん中で泣き出したってんだろ
Started crying in the middle of class, right? Please just let me forget about that. Kyoji, you are such a dumb bitch. Like, literally, Akane went to your house and had like a fun time remembering about your past. And you got all like pissed off, like, oh, I hate this, like nobody like wants that, like stop doing that. And you're just doing it to Shinta. You're a two-faced bitch. What the fuck? You only don't like it when somebody's doing it to you, huh? Yumiko and Akane had been making fun of him earlier this morning, so doing it to someone else for a change feels sweet. No! If you don't like somebody doing something, you don't do it to others. Kyoji merely leans towards Shinta. Want me to tutor you, man?
えマジ
What? Shinta's eyes sparkle, but Kyoji sticks an index finger in his direction. As long as you buy me a burger for every question I solve for you. Fuck no, Kyoji.
なんだよおごらせるつもりかよ小遣いピンチなんだからいいよもう
Oh,
自分
poor
で考えよ
Shinta. What, you want me to buy you stuff? Well, sorry, I'm sure on my allowances, so fine, I'll solve it myself. Kyoji smiles before moving away from Shinta. So you're literally not going to help him. Bitch. It doesn't look like Shinta's in the mood to talk about the disappearances right now. I hope there's a lot of bad stuff that's going to happen to Kyoji. He kinda is a dick. I'm bored. Is there anyone I can talk to? Okay. Akane looks kinda worried. Namiki looks like she's zoning out. Misono doesn't look like she has any trouble. Okay, I wanna go after Misono. But yeah, even Namiki. But yeah, I think Akane is the best route to go after, so Akane. Akane looks kinda worried. Come to think of it, Akane was never good at maths, just like Shinta. Kyoji remembers that she also struggled to memorize the multiplication table just like Shinta. She didn't end up brawling about it. The teacher did leave her in class until lunch break because of it. Oh, poor girl. I suck at maths as well. Like, I used to... For the first few years, I used to be like top of my class in maths. But then they just started putting like multiplications that just didn't make sense to me. They were just too complicated for me to remember the steps, because up until then I used to just do math with my own brain. Like, I would make the solutions myself and it would work out, but after a while you couldn't really do that because it had like specific steps you needed to go and do in order to solve it the way people wanted. And because I can't memorize shit I don't care about, yeah, I started failing in maths class because of that. Because I just couldn't use my brain in a logical way, but in a way like you just have to learn by heart the way they want you to figure it out. That just doesn't really click with me. He casually approaches her. She's holding her head while glaring at the page so intensely she doesn't even notice his approach. Hey. Eventually, fed up with her failing to notice him, Kyoji moves in close before calling out to her, causing her to jolt in his seat. Whoa, when did you get here? I've been standing here for a good minute now. She's a good student, like, she's trying her hardest. Don't snarl at me, jeez, you almost gave me a heart attack. Looks like you're struggling. Fuck you, Kyoji. The seat in front of her is empty, so he pulls it over and sits down. Akane frowns. I guess. What about you, though? Done already? Yeah, I mean, I was always good at maths, and we already went over this at my old school. Must be nice. Akane looks genuinely jealous. I really do feel for her. Like, I would get so pissed off because I would try and solve it logically, and even if the result was correct, because I didn't do the steps how I was supposed to do it, they couldn't give me a good mark on the answer because they thought I was just like cheating and I just like saw somebody's answer and just wrote it down. And it would piss me off so much. Like, come on, like, I hate learning stuff by heart. I just cannot do it. I learn logically. Like, if somebody explains it to me, I can understand it, but I cannot fully replicate it. I just do it my way. So maths is so annoying. I'm sure somebody who gets his stuff just won't understand, but not being able to wrap your hands around this is really, really, really annoying. I just have to keep staring at this blank answer sheet, wondering when will I be free from this suffering? Do you know what it's like, having to live with that kind of fear? Do you? Shh, you're being loud. A few people around the class are chuckling. A few people have already gotten out of their seats like Kyoji has, and another few have huddled in groups to work together, but the room is mostly quiet. Kyoji leans towards Akane. Let me help you out. Huh? What, you don't want me to? Akane vigorously shakes her head. No, that's not it. I appreciate it. But I'll only teach you how to solve them. You have to actually solve them on your own. Thanks. Akane grins at him. Seeing her so happy is a relief for some reason. Wait, you can't even solve basic problems like this? Shut the fuck up, Kyoji. Ugh. Take out your textbook, come on. See, you're supposed to use this formula here. Who the fuck remembers which formula to use all the time? Shut up, Kyoji. When Akane opens up her textbook, Kyoji comes in beside her, peering down it together with her. Ah! What is it? Kyoji reflexively pulls away. Akane looks at him with wide, dubious eyes. It's nothing. He gives her a curt reply, but his heart's beating fast in his chest. Kyoji. Kyoji, for fuck's sake. Her boob sure got big. May the Lord help me with this gameplay. Sitting so close to her and looking down would cause his gaze to inadvertently land on her chest. She used to look like a boy when she was a kid, but at some point she matured into this. I guess women change this much in just 3 years. You're talking like a pedo. You're gonna grow up to be a nonce. You are so fucked in the head already. Oh my goodness. Please somebody take this kid and get him through the ringer. Like, he needs to be changed. It feels very strange to realize this. I wanted to stop the video after this, but I need some more to get that fucking image out of my head. Oh god, I hate Kyoji. Classes are back to normal after second period, which is PE. This is going to be perverse. I can just never catch a break. The boys' PE teacher is at the meeting, so they have to do self-study again. Having more self-study is nice, but while Kyoji's good at math, academic PE theory isn't very interesting. What the fuck is academic PE theory? You just run around and stretch. What the fuck? On PE, we used to mostly just do whatever the fuck we wanted. Like, the teacher would be like, what do you want to do? And we would just be like, oh, we want to play volleyball or soccer or like badminton today. And that's what we would do. The girls are in the middle of doing short distance sprints. Oh, fuck no, we would never be able to do that. We would perish. Especially me. The sound of their cheerful voices streams into the classroom through the window. Who's running right now? Is it Akane? Kyoji looks out at the sports ground, focusing his vision on the figure that stands out to him. What he sees impresses him a bit. Okay, guess this chooses again which girl we're going to see. Wow, she's quick. That's probably Akane. She's running like she's got no motivation. That's Aoi, and her running form is so graceful. That's Kika. Akane is my least favorite so far, but yeah, let's go with her. Wow, Akane's pretty fast. The first to cross the finishing line is Akane, it seems. Her hair, which has been tied up, waves with her every step. The second place is Kika. She looks like she's talking to Akane about something. And lagging behind them at the end of the group, despite it being a simple 100-meter dash, is Aoi. Kyoji, 100-meter dash is quite difficult to win if you're not, like, you know, athletic. I'm sure I'm not, and I mostly fucking sucked at it, and I only later in life found out that it's probably because of asthma, because I could not breathe if I ran too fast, so I would just run very slow to be able to breathe. Akane was always a fast runner, to the point where she was a match for the boys when it came to racing. Whenever she ran, Kyoshi always felt like he was watching one of those wildlife documentaries on TV. So if she's nearly as fast as the boys, does that mean like the boys are just like animals? If she's like a documentary on TV? Kazuhagi really is quick on her feet, huh? Yeah, she's... Huh? Kucha looks up at Shinta, who showed up behind him at some point. Where did that come from? I mean, you were staring at Kazuyagi the whole time. Not really. He replies curtly despite how quickly his heart is beating. He really hopes that his surprise isn't showing on his face. Is that supposed to show that he's getting a crush on her? You don't have to hide it, man. You've always gotten along with Kazuyagi. Well, we are childhood friends. He has known her for as long as he can remember. The old albums have a picture of them together in diapers. That picture shows him bawling, apparently because Akane was picking on him at the time. Thinking about it makes him feel pretty humiliated. Back then, Akane was larger than him. Akane just seems superior to Kyoji in every way. Well, apart from math. So it's because you're childhood friends, Shinta, shut the fuck up. What? Yeah. Shinta smirks, his expression brimming with meaning. What's your problem? If you've got something to say, just say it. I just think that friendship is a beautiful thing, is all. Shinta, you're acting like an old man. Hehe. Kyoji cocks his head, surprised. But seriously, Kyoji, you should watch out. Sadashima's definitely gonna try to mess with you.
教授のことを邪魔者だって思ってんだぜ。
I'm worried about that.
教授と仲がいいから。
Sadashima keeps hitting on Kazuyagi, so he definitely thinks you're in his way because of how you and her get along so well. Oh, trust me, I know that well enough. Sadashima said so himself after all. Kyoji cocks his head surprised. Speaking of, I haven't seen any of Sadashima's lackeys since then. According to his parents, Sadashima is currently recovering at home, but that doesn't explain why his friends aren't at school. None of them was so much as scratched in the brawl. Shinta scoffs. Oh, you really shouldn't place your whole life on some other person. Those guys always play hooky. They probably ditched school because Sadashima's not coming. I hope they never show up at school again. Yeah. Kyoji, that's going too far. If the Sandman hears you say stuff like that, he'll give you another scolding. But honestly, I feel the same way. Kyoji and Shinta exchange smiles. Okay, I'll be ending the episode here. It seems like it's going to move somewhere. So that's all for this episode. Bye bye!